East Sussex by the sea. This is episode 1 of my podcast or blog or whatever you like to call it. I have friends that do these podcasts and they've encouraged me to have a go, so here I am. Oh, where do I start? I've been knitting and crocheting since I was a little girl, and I've recently taken it back up again, probably less than 2 years ago. Admittedly, I went into crochet because that was easier and it's quicker and it knits up quicker. But I've re-found my love of knitting. I can blame my other half for that. At the beginning of this year, I said to him, "Oh, is there anything you'd like me to make you?" And he said, "Socks." And I instantly went, "Oh." So I found Mum on Facebook and brought her book, and to be honest with you, I don't know why people are so scared of knitting socks. Once you've got the hang of it, it is so easy. So shall I go straight into makes? Yeah, why not? So, seeing we're talking about socks, we'll start off with socks. So this is what I've got on my needles at the moment. So this one's, I'm just going into the heel flap. And this one, I've done the gusset. This is in Drops Fable number 901. And to be honest with you, when the wool came through, don't know if you can see it very well there, I wasn't very keen on it. So it sort of sat in my stash for a while. But that's how it's knitting up, so I actually quite like it. So that's that. My next socks, I'm going to be doing that in, which is King Cole Zigzag in colourway 3163. So I quite really like that because it's kind of, even though it's got purple in it, it reminds me autumny. Right, so my last finished object is the Granny versus Irish shawl. I've actually made a lot of Irish shawls and I'm getting a bit fed up with it, and then I saw this on Ravelry. It's actually a free pattern. This was knitted in a Karen cake, so I think I used two wheels of it, so, or 2 cakes should I say. But yeah, I'm very pleased with it. I actually crocheted it for a function that I was going to be attending, which was something called a frost fair. But unfortunately it got cancelled due to the weather, and I was going to be a participant. I'm a drummer in a local drum troupe. Actually I'm one of the leaders, so yeah, it was a shame because it would have been our last outing of the year. But yes, enough about that. We can go into that on another podcast at another time. So like I said, I'm trying to keep this one fairly short because it's been my first one, and it's actually a lot harder to do than what you think it is, because you think, what should I talk about? What if I do a lot of gaffs? But oh well. Anyway, I have currently got on my needles this, which is a James C. Brett pattern number JB245. So I'm actually knitting it in the recommended wool, which is this, and it's so squishy, it's beautiful. It's acrylic, and it's James C. Brett Marble Chunky. I actually really like this. I started this yesterday and I've actually finished the left side. Don't know if you can see that very well. I really like it. I mean, to be honest, it's not the sort of colourway that I would go for. but it was the colours that drew me in the pattern in the first place, but unfortunately they were sold out, and I've got no patience and didn't want to wait till they got to more wooling, which I got it from woolwarehouse.co.uk. And then my second colourway choice was also sold out, so I went for this, and to be honest with you, I actually quite like it. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up very well, but it is, it's got sort of like pinks and blues, and it goes into the red, green, back into the blues, greens, blues, pinks and sort of reds. But I really like it. I did stick this on 6mm needles because I didn't actually have a circular, because I like doing the stuff on circulars, because you know, your arms aren't all like this, and I've got a really little dog who likes to always either be on my lap or she lays at my side, and if I'm knitting, I mean, the needles stab her and they can't go down as far as I want. So luckily my Addy's 6mm circular turned up today, so I'm really pleased about that. Oh, well, what can I say? Right, you can edit this bit. But you know, I really love knitting. I really do. And again, crocheting. And you know, at the end of it, you're getting something out of it. You know, something you can wear or put over you. And you know, I just think you know, a lot more people seem to be doing it these days. You know, when I was knitting when I was younger, it was seen as a granny thing to do, and you know, and I think if you love something, you should just go ahead and do it. I mean, I get taken the mickey out by people I know because I do it, but then a lot of them, you know, I do commissions for, so it's a big circle really, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, I have got some crocheting on the go, and this is a blanket, as you can see. I'm actually doing, the pattern I'm following is Attic 24's Cozy Stripe. Now originally I brought the wool, which is mainly the greens and the pink and the yellow, for another blanket, which was squares, and I made 3 or 4 squares up, and I really didn't like it. It just didn't seem to pop. I don't know whether it's the colours, the pattern, or a combination of both. So I thought, rather than waste the wool or just having it sitting around doing nothing as usual, I brought some extra colours. I buy most of my wool from woolwarehouse.co.uk, as where I live we haven't really got any decent, you know, brick and mortar shops. We have somebody that sells wool in the market, which, you know, and he's been there years. It's like an indoor market, and that's good if you just want, you know, some Starcraft or the cheaper ends or baby stuff, but he doesn't do anything like sock wools or really pretty wools. So yeah, hence why I get most of it online. But I actually quite like this. Reminds me of sort of like pinata colours. So I'm going to make it single bed size. Not that we've got any single beds in the house, but I just like it. I usually chuck them on the back of the sofas. I mean, like this one, I absolutely love this one. It's again, that's another Attic 24. That's the Summer Harmony blanket. I really enjoyed making that one, and I love the colours. They pop. I will put links down there to everything that I'm talking about, so you've got the hang of it or know where to get it. Yeah, you can tell this is my first podcast, can't you? So yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy everything I do. I do belong to a knitting circle. Saying that, I've only been once because unfortunately it clashes with other things I do, so I'm hoping next year that I can do that more. I shall reschedule things because it is nice knitting with other ladies. I would like to give a shout out to 2 ladies that friends of mine, which is Leslie, who I'm sure some of you would have seen her podcasts, which is Not Enough Yarn, and also Claire, which is Ferret and Gibbon. Again, I shall put links to their channels down there. So, oh, I say it's really hard, but yeah, I'm hoping that you know, I can get enough followers and build my channel, and I will be doing giveaways, tutorials, things like that. I do have an Instagram account, but that's more personal, and although I've been putting my makes up on there, I've just started another Instagram account, and again that is called Yarn Tales by the Sea, so I'm going to get that going, because I like to keep things separate, because I'm sure not everybody that's into knitting and crocheting will want to see other things that I post up, you know, let it go. So yeah, so like I said, maybe you can edit this bit out as well. So yeah, it'd be great to have some followers and comments, and I will get back to all comments that are made. You can ask me any questions you like, you know, and following would be really good, because like I said, I do aim to do giveaways at when we reach certain amounts of followers and all that. Oh, and if anyone's interested in this was a shawl I made, again, I think, yeah, it was last year. This is actually a very simple pattern. It's called the road trip scarf, which again, that's available online as a free pattern. Very, very, very simple, but I chose to make it a bit bigger, so it sort of doubles up as a shawl and a scarf, and then I just put some flowers on each corner with a button in the middle. So yeah, but again, I hope this is so funny trying to make a video, because you know, I can talk the hind legs off a donkey. People that know me will say that, but sitting in front of a camera is a totally different thing. But I will put a picture of a couple of items I've made up. And so if I do a ding, you might see one there or there. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Again, you can find me on Instagram as Tales by the Sea. You can find me on Ravelry as LadyDrummer. Not being too active on that on Ravelry, but I'm trying to put things right there, and I tend to sort of finish an object then forget to put it up that I've finished, or I'll start a project and forget to put it up there. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I hope my next podcast will be a lot better than this one, and it will be sort of aiming about maybe every 2 to 4 weeks of putting podcasts up there. Obviously it depends on how much content I've got to show you. So yes, thank you very much.